Raider reaction is mature audiences only. So if you can't stand the heat, stay away from the fire.
What's up, Raider Nation? Thank you for joining me again. I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the comfortable confines of the new Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, complete with the Rip Raider Green Room. If you haven't been here before, it's been a minute. You just can't seem to find your way. Let me give you some simple directions. We're just down the street past the house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask my man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar. He's a man of commerce. Slipping what you should, he's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street minding your own goddamn business, you're gonna pass a deep, dark alley to your immediate right. As you pass that alley, a cool breeze will hit you that will chill you right to your skeletal core. And you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? You goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should, because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that we like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday, this is the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black with yours truly as we get in and break it down. And I would like to ask all of you that are watching right now to please hit the share button. It appears we have some I don't know what how to even fucking call it, but apparently people are reporting people again and being fucking stupid and juvenile about shit again. So it appears many members of the team are in Facebook jail, including myself. So if you could help share the show and get it out to where it should, we would greatly appreciate it, because it appears tonight the man is trying to hold us down. But you know how we feel about that. So But if you would, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you joining me here on RAIDER ReACTIon. Without you, it would just be a bunch of schmucks talking to the wall. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you, always, for stopping in at RAIDER ReACTIon. And tonight, of course, is the Raider Nation Report. So we've got a lot to get into. And first thing I want to touch on, obviously, is which I guess is a page thing, not necessarily a Raider thing, but it's all Raider related. Since we hear somebody say purple drink, it's and if you haven't checked it out yet and you haven't joined, what the hell are you waiting for? It's the official group of Raider ReACTIon. It is the dark side, the Raider ReACTIon Empire. We've been expecting you. So if you haven't joined, click on the group tab on Raider ReACTIon and come on over. Today, we eclipsed 4,000 members of the dark side. 4,000. We're a bunch of pirates. So we took this group over. It was a stagnant group of like, I think 800 or so, wandering aimlessly without a leader. We kicked that motherfucker door in. We took control of the group like a true pirate should. And we took the motherfucker over. We renamed it. We rebranded it. And, those that were already in there came along with us. Those that didn't want to be there, we made them walk the plank. And now we're at 4,000. We took it over at the end of January. It's 4,000 members already. And the son of a bitch continues to grow. I'm amazed by the amount of people that are wanting to join on a daily basis. And it's raw, it's real, it's uncensored. It's the kind of group a Raider fan wants to be in. We're not going to tap you on the shoulder and say, you can't post that picture of that scantily clad Raiderette. No, we're probably going to put a heart on that motherfucker. And if you Raiderettes want to, post scantily clad Raidermen, I mean, I'm probably not going to drop a like on that, but hey, to each their own. So, it's not one of them groups for pussies. We try to keep it within the lines of basic human decency, no racism, no sexual shit, what have you. We try to keep it within the lines of basic human decency, but if you got something to say about your team, nobody is going to rip down your post. Nobody is going to tell you you can't speak the mind on a team that you support and everything. So, we don't touch on religion. We don't touch on politics. We keep it fucking football. As long as you can keep it within those lines, then we're there. Billy James, that's why you're a top fan, my man. That's why you're a top fan. Listen, we never came out here with the anticipation and the goal to be number one. Number one at whatever the fuck this is. Never ever came out here with the goal to be number one. Because why? If you're number one, that basically means you're a pandering mainstream bitch. If you're number one at anything media-wide. Period. That means you're a pandering mainstream bitch. And I am not a pandering mainstream bitch. If you don't like what I got to say, the fucking door's right there. And I'm not going to change what I have to say because I'm afraid that you might use that door. You want to use the door? Go ahead. This isn't pandering mainstream fucking media, all right? I'm a diehard Raider fan. I've been a diehard Raider fan for fucking 44 motherfucking years that has coursed in plump silver and black blood through my goddamn fucking body, and it will continue to do so. This is my forum. I speak my mind. I pull no punches, and I have no fucking filter. And I provide a group so that you guys have the same fucking thing. I feel it is real and it's important. I've belonged to way too many fucking bitch-ass Facebook groups and with these fucking admins that have this little fucking sense of power and feel like, I'm a moderator. Who gives a fuck? Okay? You're a douchebag sitting at home with nothing better to fucking do. That's what you are. Okay? It's not an entitlement of power. So we want to give you a forum, man, to talk football, to talk about the team that you love. And that's what we've done. We've reached 4,000 members, and as a way to give back, this week we are dropping the Dark Side membership packs, t-shirts, stickers, that tells everybody you are a member of the Raider Reaction Empire, a member of the dark side. Only members of the group can get them. They'll be available on the website this week. And to start it all off, we're giving away the first one for free, and we're combining that fucker with a Raider Reaction prize pack. And we're going to give it to away one member live in the group this week. So, if you're in the group, you got a chance to win it already. If you're not in the group, and you're watching this show, I have to ask you, what the fuck are you doing? Go join the goddamn group. It's the best Raider group out there. It's the Raider Reaction Empire. Come to the dark side. We've been expecting you. Now, moving along. I'm feeling a little fires today. Got my fucking starter jacket on. Shit. Going old school. And let's get with it. Fucking Facebook's fucking with me. Got me on Facebook police right out of the gate trying to just share my show, man. Got me locked down on the very first one. That means some motherfucker out there reported me. Somebody. I'll figure it. Somebody. So, the hatred, man, we've seen it all off season. Every fucking story. The Raiders draft suck, the this, the that, every story you have is the Raiders, we're going to underachieve this year. We're not going to do that. The hate is just, and the stories are every day. I post them because, you got to know that the hate's out there. You got to know what they're saying about you. You've got to have that, you got to know. You got to be educated. Good, bad, or indifferent. But another one comes out today, man. ESPN reports that the Raiders will not contend in the next 3 seasons. Not even contend, Raider Nation. We won't contend in 3 seasons. 2019, 2020, the first year in Vegas. Not even the second year in Vegas will we even be in contention, they say. ESPN now. Who the hell even works for ESPN anymore? Is there anybody left with any cred? Olbermann's gone. Dan Patrick's gone. Lisa Cohen they cut. Everybody's gone. Everybody that had any talent, or Stuart Scott's passed away. Who the fuck is left? Who's left? There's nobody left at ESPN. So you got some douchebag intern who's fresh out of college, who's looking for clickbait, and apparently he sees that the trendy thing for the week is to shit on the Raiders and have some anti-Raider story. So he comes out and types him up a Raider story that says we're not going to contend for 3 years. 3 years. Have you not watched the offseason? Have you not seen the moves the Raiders have made? Have you not looked at the roster on paper? I mean, how could you even say that? Let's take a gander, shall we, at the AFC. The other 15 teams that are going to keep us from not even being a fucking contender in 3 years. Not even a contender. The Steelers. They just got fucking raped and pillaged this season. Their entire roster is nothing compared to what it was last year. And they got, speaking of rape and pillage, that's what their quarterback likes to do on the weekend for fun. And he's old, and he's on his fucking last leg. 2 years ago, he was talking about retiring. Now, because he sees Tom Brady has found the fountain of fucking youth, he thinks his bitch ass can do it. That ain't gonna happen. The Steelers are on their fucking way down, man. Way down, and Tomlin's fucking bug-eyed ass is gonna find his way without a job here before too long. So you got them. They're going to be so good in the next 3 years. They're not going to make us. They're going to keep us from contending. Bullshit. The Donkeys with who? Fucking Burt. Burt at quarterback. Fucking Captain Unibrow. Elway's out there trying to tell everybody Flacco's in his goddamn prime. Come the fuck on. He ain't in his prime. You're reaching, man. You're reaching, John Elway, because you're supposed to be some sort of fucking quarterback guru. No, you were a good quarterback, maybe even a great one in your time. But that does not translate to the sideline and to the fucking GM booth and to being a fucking quarterback whisperer and a guru. It doesn't fucking happen that way. So he's reaching because now his legacy is getting tarnished. Now fucking Captain fucking Horse Gums, his legacy is getting tarnished. So he's reaching. They're not going to... You telling me Flacco is going to keep us from contending over the next 3 years? Get the fuck out of here. There's 2 of your 15 teams I can shove up your ass, ESPN. You're telling me the fucking Jags, a motherfucking kitty table dweller is going to keep us from contending for the next 3 years? Really? Because they got Nick fucking Foles, who's never even really played a full season. Come on. Seriously? The Bengals? Another table dwelling motherfucker. They ain't going nowhere. They're fucking Red Rocket ass leading them. Come on, man. Them? The Bills? What do the Bills got? What do the Bills got? They're going to keep us from contending over the next 3 years? The Bills? The Titans? Really? With who? Mariota? That stellar fucking wide receiver core? That unbelievable defense they have? That fucking stellar coaching staff? Get the fuck out of here. The Titans? Pfft, fucking retread Oilers? They're nothing to be worried about. How are they going to keep us from contending over the next 3 years? The Colts and Captain Neckbeard. They just found a little resurgence last year and got one playoff win. Now they're going to be able to step on our throat and keep us from contending for the next 3 years? I don't think so. I don't think so. The Dolphins? Get the fuck out of here. They can't even muster a win against the fucking Patriots except like once every 3 years. They're going to keep us from contending? No fucking way. The Jets? The Browns? Another table dwelling motherfucker? The Texans? The Ravens? I know you're ready to crown the fucking Chiefs as the next greatest fucking thing since sliced bread. You know, the best thing since the wheel is now fucking Patrick Mahomes. Get the fuck out of here. The Patriots have been the only team that has any sustaining power in the AFC over the past fucking foreseeable. The Chokers? None of those teams, man. And the Patriots are one step away from falling off the cliff at any fucking second. Any second they're slipping on that little piece of gravel and that fucking dynasty's dead. So you tell me how the Raiders can't contend over the next 3 years when you look at what the fuck we're stacked up against in the AFC. The AFC has nothing in it except a fucking purgatory waiting for somebody to step forward and be the next level of greatness. Is it Patrick fucking Mahomes? Oh, come on, man. They stuck that motherfucker on the cover of Madden, and we all know what that does to you. We all know what that does to you. It's bad news, man. Look at everything Antonio Brown went through last year. His Madden curse was just fucking drama. The Madden curse this year? Well, you know, us at Raider Reaction, we think we need to help that shit along. So, we thought long and hard about who the motherfucking new voodoo doll should be for this year. And man, we didn't have to think too long and hard. We got us a little Patrick Mahomes voodoo doll. Raider Nation, I give you the honor. Where do we stick that little motherfucker first? Where? Shoulder? Achilles? I'll let you. Please. Throw your ideas up in the comments box, please. And, I'm ready. Let's skewer this little fucker and start off this season right. Ooh, the kidney. Lines is going for organs. That's why you're a top fan, Lines. That's why you're a top fan. Because he's just a savage son of a bitch. Oh, the heart. Right in the heart. The knee. See, Jose specific. He's like, going for the leg, he ain't doing shit. Going for the leg. Oh, I think we should start. I like that idea. I think we should start where it counts most. Right in his little fucking heart. Right in his little heart. Let's jab that fucker clear through his little ass. And let's just get this season started off right. We'll be coming back to you, Mahomes. But we've taken the heart out of you already for 2019. And now we're going to break you down as the season continues. We're just going to help along that Madden curse. Just a little bit. Because, nah. One season does not make a Hall of Fame. Okay? One season does not give you a ring. One season does not give you a gold jacket. It got you the cover of Madden. But that's all it's going to get you. That's it. Enjoy. Because by next year, the Fat Walrus is ran the fuck out of town. You got a new head coach. And you're the next Elvis Gerbach. That's your future, motherfucker. Welcome to the AFC West. And what it means to be a queef. Welcome. It's not all hate out there. There's not all hate. James Jones doesn't have hate for us. But of course, James Jones is a former Raider who had a brief stop in. James Jones ranks our wide receiver duo as number 5th. The 5th in the league. He's got mad props for Terrell Williams and Antonio Brown as being a wide receiver duo. If Carr gets time in the backfield, is going to tear it up. Tear it up. They were paired only behind Landry and Beckham in Cleveland, Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen in Minnesota, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams of Chokers, and the Rams combo of Brandon Cooks and Robert Woods. They even came in ahead in his rankings of Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley, as well as AJ Green and Boyd in Cincinnati. So this is but this is a team that can contend over the next 3 years. Possibly one of the top 5 wide receiving duos in the league. I mean, we have a quarterback who in 2016 was deep in the MVP talks. He's statistically working on being the greatest Raider quarterback ever. His stats are he's done a lot with not a lot over the last couple of years. I mean, he's made some bad decisions here and there, but he stood on the firing line and he survived. So I give Carr a lot of props at the way he finished last season. And James Jones feels the same way. Feels we've got something there. And when you look at the depth at the rest of wide receiver, I mean, you got Aitman, Renfro, J.J. Nelson. Oh, let me touch on that, Raider Ortiz. I had that pegged already, man. But I'll take that fucker and run with it. Listen. It's not a rumor. If I come on here and I say, you know what? I heard Chris Warren III has decided to retire next year. Or to retire this year, and he's not going to play. He's decided he's going to take out... He's opening a bakery. Does that now mean that it's a rumor that Chris Warren III is leaving the league to go open a bakery? Because I came on here and said it? If just because you go on a live stream and you put on a nice suit and a fucking tie and you stand there and say, man, Chris Warren III, he'd make a good fullback, wouldn't he? That doesn't make it a rumor, man. That doesn't make it anything. That makes it you talking out your ass and trying to get clicks on your show. That's what that means. Oh, I seen that today, and I just shook my head. That's not a rumor, man. And the dude's done that. They've done that I don't know how many times this offseason. It's a rumor that the Raiders are going to do such and such. No, man. Just because you put it as a headline and put it in the description of your show and then go live, that doesn't make it a fucking rumor. That means you're just on there fucking talking out your ass. They're not thinking about moving Chris Warren III to fucking fullback. He's not a fullback. He's a running back. There are fullbacks out there that typically do that and perfect that craft over a career, over a college career. No. I saw that too, and I laughed. And I'm just like, dude, come on. I know there's not a lot to talk about in the offseason, but we don't have to make shit up. We don't have to make shit up. All right? Do a little harder work. Do a little more research, man. mean, come the fuck on. It is what it is. You know, I know, it's a tough time of the year, man. Yeah, you really got to scrape to put together a whole show. Try to do it for an entire fucking hour. You really got to scrape this time of the year. It's called work, man. It's called enjoying your craft. I bet you're even getting paid to do that shit. I fucking certainly hope not. It's a cute tie, though. So, yeah, that's not a rumor. That's just somebody talking out their ass. That's like a Facebook post. Speaking of Madden, man, and we kind of touched on it last night. The Madden rankings are out. The Raiders are mediocre at best. What are they? I think they're an 80. Carr's an 80. Antonio Brown dropped to a 98. Hudson's got great overall in front of him, though, so you will have some good blocking in front of you. That's for damn sure. Terrell Williams has a 92 in speed. His overall's not the best, but a 92 speed, man. You're going to have a deep threat, and you're going to have a 98 in Antonio Brown. And an 82 at quarterback, or 80 or 82? 80, I believe. So you're going to have... all right. That's what Madden updates are for. They come out and they go fucking 4-1 over that first stretch, and then... McLean ain't kind of trying to come back. McLean's trying to come back like Alden Smith's trying to come back. Martavis Bryant's trying to come back. They're all trying to come back because, they're all sitting at the same bar, happy hour, sucking down drinks, deciding, which one's going to, take the chance and be the drunk driver driving home tonight. Oh, should we try Uber tonight, or one of us just fucking roll the dice? Martavis Bryant's just sitting down at the end of the bar stoned. Just laughing. I tried to get reinstated, man. Shit. Here, you want to hit? Come on, man. 3 strikes? Dude. If you tell me when I'm 21 years old, listen, man, 10 years. I'm gonna make you so rich in 10 years. Just put down the weed, and you can smoke as much as you want in 10 years, and you're going to be so fucking loaded, you're never going to have to work again. So you can be high for the rest of your life. Every minute if you want. Just give me a decade. Man, you can't even put it down for that long? To be set till death? Good Lord. What kind of... Man, what are you lacing that shit with? Because I never tried that and got no hook like that on it. Fuck. Good Lord. So I can't blame the herb. That just means you're a stupid motherfucker. Because it ain't the herb. You're just too stupid to put it down. For me, I don't feel sorry for that. Dude, he's not hooked on heroin. He's not hooked on something he's got to fucking take medicine to get off of. It's weed. This motherfucker can't put down weed for a $10 million plus year job. You just think about that for a second. And all of you. You can't smoke weed anymore. How much you paying me? $10 million. Fuck it. Pass the Bud Light. Shit. Seriously. Are you kidding me? So you had 3 strikes. Now I'm supposed... you'd hand me those reinstatement papers. You'd be like, here, Mr. Commissioner, I'd like to get back in the league. I'd be like, what was your name again? Martavis Bryant? Are you real? Are you... Seriously, you're trying to get back in the league? Are you kidding me? 3 straight. Yeah, McLean, lump him right in with the rest of them, man. Listen, I don't care. There are some very, very talented people walking on this street right now that have all the talent in the world. Some people are just too stupid to be in the NFL. Too stupid. It's unfortunate. You can give somebody everything, and some people are just too stupid. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You can't teach common sense. And, you know, as big as the motherfucker's biceps are, and his pecs, and whatever other muscle he got, brain's weak as hell. And that's the strongest muscle you got. And if that's weak, you're weak there, nobody can help you. Nothing in the fucking weight room. Nothing you can do. Leslie. Damn it, Leslie. Damn it. Fucking stupid. Nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do. You either got it or you don't. And unfortunately, some guys just don't. Some guys just don't, man. Listen, there are a lot of very, very super, super talented guys who can't even get out of high school with the diploma. Can't keep their fucking shit straight there. And then you get to college, and that's a whole nother fucking laundry list of fucking bad shit you can get yourself into. No rules. It's your first time off the leash. You got freaking all these college girls throwing themselves at you because you're a big time fucking football player, you know, Division 1A. And so, more even trip up there. So, and then the elite of the elite. And that more fall off then. I am going to the home opener, and I will be in the black hole, and I hope to see you all there. Commish Jr. will be there with me. We are making the Great American Raider road trip, and we're going to bring a Raider Nation along with us the entire fucking trip as we go coast to coast from way deep behind the enemy line to the home opener, and probably a couple other games this year as well. We're going to plan to be all around. We're picking it up and picking it up and picking it up. Todd Marinovich. I talk about the Todd Marinovich story, Mike. I bring up Todd Marinovich to my, I mention him to my wife and son. We have a talk about Todd Marinovich. Because I always tell my wife, you know, it's a fine line. You don't want to be Todd Marinovich's dad. You don't want to be that guy when you're trying to push your kid to excel. You don't want to, as much as you want to push them, there's a fine line where when you're pushing your kid and you push them to that edge it takes the love away from doing it and the enjoyment from doing it, because that's what happened to Todd Marinovich. He was pushed so hard that his only goal was to be an NFL quarterback. So when you got there, he was like, now what? My goal wasn't to be a Super Bowl quarterback. My goal wasn't to be the greatest quarterback ever. My goal was always, and my father's goal was to be an NFL quarterback. I made it. Now what? Well, now what? Pass the doobie. Chop out them rails, baby. It's party time. That's what. That's what happens. Some say purple drink. Purple drink. Man, we got all the fucking steel juice. God, thanks, Leslie. Got all of them up in here tonight, man. I tell you what, fucking stabbing fucking voodoo dolls. It's a very active Raider Nation report tonight, and thank you for joining me. Like I said, if you haven't joined the group, you need to join that shit. We got contests coming up in the dark side. We've hit 4,000 members. Go join it up. And if you haven't followed us on all of our other social media outlets, and I plan on using, I'm gonna be tweaking each one of those a little different way this season. I'm gonna just take like a game here and there, and I'm just gonna be live on Twitter the whole fucking game, just cause I wanna. And then I'll be on Instagram. No, I'm just gonna jump around. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and of course, home base is always right here. Sound effects. We do need the sound effects.
In your face, sucker!
You only get the sound effects are, you know, it's only you get those with big L's in the studio. But make sure you check them all out, and our YouTube channel as well. We got some new stuff coming on the YouTube channels. We're gonna be streaming a lot of PS4 Madden action and what have you on the YouTube channel, then sharing it over to the Facebook channel. But you'll be able to watch it a lot easier live right there. Our Madden off season, season 2, will be coming up as soon as this season's over. So, but we are going to start filling the league once the season begins. We're going to start taking buy-ins and filling the league because we want this son of a bitch full for next year. So if you think you got Madden game, and man, I'm so sick of here. Everybody talks shit until it comes time to fucking put your money where your mouth is and pay a buy-in and join a fucking league. Then you ain't got nothing to say. Oh, my kids need shoes. Oh, fuck, you can't pay $25, $50. You ain't no kind of Madden gamer anyway. So, be watching. If you think you got game, Xbox One, PS4 will get you in. You can ask Cesar and Chris, our winners of this last off-season Madden Challenge. Chris won our PS4 league. Cesar won our Xbox One league. Both got a RAIDER ReACTION prize pack, and both got autographed with certificate of authenticity Derek Carr jerseys for a $25 buy-in. So those of you who didn't join last year because one reason or another, didn't think the league was legit, didn't think this, that, one or the other, well, yeah, a whole bunch of guys, everybody won their division, got RAIDER ReACTIon prize packs, and the two guys that won got prize packs and autographed Derek Carr jerseys that they're going to be framed and putting on their walls. And all they paid was $25. And we had fun and played all off season, and y'all fucking missed it. So next season, don't miss out. Don't miss out. Don't be a sleeper. When the season starts, we're going to be locking people in, taking buy-ins, and getting people locked down. And we got to step up the winnings a little next year. So we'll see what it is, but it's at least going to be as good as the autographed Derek Carr jersey. And that is a solid win right there. That's a solid win. So somebody touched on it earlier. I touched on it a little last night. Yes, Richie Incognito was suspended 2 games. Somewhat old news now. That was days ago. But we'll touch on it again for those who haven't had a chance to speak on it or hear anything about it. Pretty much knew there was suspension coming down for Mr. Incognito after the incident at the funeral home last year. You know, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, the guy just wanted to come in and, cut the head off of his dead father. I mean, seems reasonable. He's dead. What's a little decapitation? The guy's already dead. It's not going to hurt him. But, that and some other insane actions got him out for 2 days. So, he's out for 2 days, and in comes Jonathan Cooper. Now, Jonathan Cooper is probably, honestly, only going to be there for 2 days. When you look at what this guy has been over his career, he's been nothing more than a stopgap. He was a stopgap last year. Two guys went down, season-ending injuries. Brandon Sheriff and Sean Lavaro went down, and he had to step in to play a little left guard starting on November 11th. Then he tore a bicep. I think he played 4 games, tore a bicep, and he got shelved. He adds a little depth. And he adds a little stopgap, but he's just insurance. That's really all he is. He's just insurance. He's just another guy on your depth chart. That's really all he is. He's just insurance, and he's nothing to get excited about. He's been nothing. I mean, the guy who was signed in March of last year by the Niners and then was released on September 1st. They didn't even want him. Didn't even want him, probably. He was the only one. So, and then he got picked up. Washington picked him up, and he filled in. Marshawn Lynch has officially retired. That happened prior to the draft, before the draft or right after the draft? I have to go back and refresh my memory. But it was right around draft time. Marshawn has officially retired, opening it for Josh Jacobs. He's the solid number 1. He's the heir apparent. Doug Martin, God, he'll get set on the curb. I don't think Doug Martin comes in and does it. I hope he's just there for Hard Knocks, and he's one of those guys we get to relish getting set on the curb and getting pushed along. The Clowney talk, David. The Clowney talk is Clowney's been franchise tagged. He's going to get about $19.5 million this year, playing into the franchise tag. So I think he's going to ride that out. He's going to ride that out. He's going to do what Jared Cook did last year, and he's going to play for the contracts. Because when he gets done and he has a big-time season this season, I just don't think we got the type of coin to bring a Clowney in this season with everything else we've already done. I've heard rumors and talks of Joseph being traded, which I'm not happy about. Carl Joseph. I'm not happy about that. I've heard talks of that, and I've heard talks of that being part of, coupled with the trade, with like 2 or 3 teams that I don't see that happening. He's going to play into the franchise tag as a Texan this year, and he's going to be up for some big ass fucking money next year. It's too expensive, does not fit in with everything else we've done. Period. It's just not going to happen. It's a nice off-season possibility. It's nice, one of those pipe dream off-season stories to like, what if? It's nice, but no. Ain't gonna happen. No. Would be nice. But let's touch on that, shall we? Because I do want to touch on the Carl Joseph, even though he hasn't. But he's got that P word, Damien. He's got that P word though that everybody still wants to throw out there. Potential. He's got the potential to be one of the greatest. I mean, just look at him. Basically, one play, one highlight, and everybody was like, oh, that guy could be the greatest thing since sliced bread, the greatest in fucking thing since the wheel. No. He's big, strong, muscular guys like that have a tendency to break down, just like J.J. Watt, on the same line as him. Maybe there's something in the water there. Makes them big fuckers fragile down there in Houston. Is there something in the water down there, Jacob? Maybe. But you hear a lot of talk, and when you're looking at the safety position, Jonathan Abram, you bring him in, you draft him. Obviously, Truehead. Obviously, expecting him to play. Eric Harris showed up big last year. Signed him, we're bringing him back. It's called oil. Ooh, snap. So it's a little oil and a purple drink mixture. Like a purple drink cocktail. Carl Joseph, to me, man, what he showed me was a little Ronnie Lottish last year. He was that guy, man. He was coming and he was lighting people up. He was putting the smack on them, like you like to see safeties do, man. I'll take a flag or two from my safety. 100%. In this day and age, you got to take a flag or two, here or there, because you're not allowed to, like back in the day when a guy came across the middle, traipsing through your zone. You light that motherfucker up and they think about that the next fucking 2.5 hours as they're fucking playing the rest of that game till that final whistle blows. It's now in the back of their head. Man, I go through there again, that motherfucker gonna light me up. I like that out of Carl Joseph. So you got Jonathan Abram, you got Eric Harris, you got Curtis Riley, Dallin Levitt, Jordan Richards, LaMarcus Joyner. Now, LaMarcus Joyner, there's been some talk he'd be maybe safety corner a little. Oh, but we just did that all night last night, Kellen. Yeah, check out last night's episode. I got us at 9-7, wild card, winning the last 3 games, squeaking in, grabbing the wild card, and coming in hot into the playoffs. That's where I got us. That's my pre-training camp prediction. Big L had us at 10-6. We're going to touch on those again. But as safety, you look, is that too many? When you're trying to do keep the depth that you need at defensive back because you really need it at corner too. I mean, as well as we are looking at safety, corner's still a big question, man. I mean, I'm high on Garyon Conley. I have been, but he hasn't been healthy. He's been spotty. Last year he really started to show up, and I've seen some of the potential that I really wanted to see out of him, but he's still a question mark. Daryl Worley, is he going to give me solid 16 games? He's still a question mark for me as well. Nevin Lawson, rookie. Trayvon Mullen, who's looked good in some of the film that you've seen. Nick Nelson. There's the cornerback finding that 1-2 corner combination and then finding who our big two safeties are going to be. Those four right there. Those positions to me, it's just huge, man. The defensive backs of the Raiders have been in such a fucking disarray and such. Over the past several seasons, this needs to be something that we get right out of the gate. This needs to be, oh God, thank God, no more Reggie fucking Nelson. Jesus Christ. It was a day where I was a huge Reggie Nelson fan, man. The Predator, and then he wasn't a Predator no more. He's just tripping over his fucking self out there. I couldn't believe Gunter kept as long as he did. I think it's because he had a rapport with him, but the linebacking core is revamped. This is not the same defense as last year. This ain't your mama's defense. This is a totally different defense. Totally different. Totally different. This ain't even the same team. That's why when ESPN and fucking all these people are saying that the Raiders can't contend and we're not going to be this and we're not going to be that, how can you say that when you've got a team that is totally new from top to bottom? How can you fucking say that? How can you say that? You can't say that. You just can't. You can't say with any certainty that they're going to contend, they're not going to contend. You can't. You can't. That's just being a hater for the sense of fucking hating. It is. If somebody comes out and you're going to put a story out as a reputable news source, a sports news source, media outlet worldwide, and you're going to say that you don't see how a team can contend over 3 fucking calendar years, dude, there's no team in any professional league that doesn't have a chance to contend over 3 calendar years. The way salary cap and free agency set up, you can reboot a team year to year and build a contender. Somebody comes from out of the playoffs to the playoffs every season. Somebody comes from bottom to top every season. Happens every season. So for you to be able to say that, it's just fucking absurd, man. It's just absurd and complete garbage journalism. That's some fucking Inquirer shit. That's some Star tabloid type shit. I mean, come on. It's just like the fucking Chris Warren III rumor. There's a rumor Chris Warren III is going to be a fullback. Oh yeah? Where'd you hear that? Well, you just heard it from me because I just told you. That doesn't make it a rumor, man. This fucking garbage journalism in the offseason. Garbage. It's not easy to find content. I have to do it 5 nights a week. It's not easy. Just do your job. You guys get paid for it. You're taking the easy way out. Oh man, I just write another fucking Raiders fucking trash the Raiders fucking story. Those seem to always get a lot of clicks. Get a lot of clicks. There's a lot of Raider fans. That's what. So, I guess, whatever. It's what you got to do in the offseason to get by when you're the worldwide leader in sports. Don't you live in Texas, Heather? You should go to the Houston game. The Houston game. That's going to be lit, man. I know a lot of people going to that Houston game. I may be at the Houston game as well. Got some family down there in Houston area. I may be coming to that bitch as well, but I know know a lot of folks there that are going to have it cracking for that. Texas Raider Nation is going to be cracking, and I know it's going to be. Got some peoples that are going to be there, and that's going to be it's going to be a good time. I'm thinking about going there as well. I want to hit a couple road games. I'd like to be there for the last game in Oakland, too. We'll see. We'll see. But I will be there for opening day in the Black Hole. Right down there. You will see me. You will see me. Space City Raider Nation. Yep, they're going to be there as well. There's going to be a lot of... man, it's going to be a hot time, man. There's some of these cities that... man, when the Raiders show up there, if you haven't got to get some of these road games in these crazy places like South Beach when the Raiders visit Miami, there's just Tennessee's badass, man. I've been to some games when they played in Tennessee and Nashville. There's some good times at Raider road games. Of course, the home games are the shit, but there's nothing like being behind enemy lines and just going in there and fucking setting up shop and partying even better than the home team does in their own fucking digs, man. That's just the shit. That shows you what the Raider Nation is. You know, home games are one thing. Everybody shows up for home games. But when you see the Raider contingency that shows up for road games, that's the shit right there. That's when you see what it's really a fucking Raider Nation, man. That's the shit right there. Now, if you haven't checked out our website, RaiderReaction.com, you need to check that shit out. Check out the Raider Reaction shop. We got all new revamped fan packs in there. Banging deals, man. You can get the deluxe Raider Reaction fan pack for $75, and that includes shipping. That's 2 t-shirts, all the stickers we got, freaking buttons, vintage football, Raider football cards, all kinds of shit for fucking $75. A whole box full of shit. And you can get the smaller ones for $45 that are just a smaller version of it with only one shirt in each one. So we're trying to make them super affordable. We want you to rock Raider Reaction shit. We want you to have it out there and let people know that you are a Raider fan deep behind the enemy line. So if you want any of our Raider Reaction swag, click on it right there. www.RaiderReaction.com. Go to our official website. Just click on the shop tab. We got all kinds of stuff there. And just look it up, man. Put that shit in the cart and check out. And we can have your swag on its way. New stuff is up, Russ. It's all ready and we got new pricing. I made everything a little cheaper, put more stuff in each pack. So when you get it, now you get a big box full of shit. Not literally shit, but Raider Reaction swag. Box full of stuff. So, yes, check it out. New stuff's up, and I got new stuff coming this week. I just actually set a bunch of stuff aside today. Vintage stuff that I'm putting up in there tomorrow. And we also have, if you're a member of the Dark Side group, the member packs are going up there this week as well because we just hit 4,000 members, and I'll be doing a live giveaway in the group in honor of reaching 4,000 members in the Raider Reaction Empire Dark Side. So if you haven't joined the Dark Side, we're expecting you. Now, for those of you that have joined me on the Raider Nation Report, you know that I like to end, show some stuff. Good Lord, I ain't got no stuff in here to show you. I got a little something. What do we got, man? He wants to see some stuff. We got Raider Reaction bumper stickers. Raider Reaction bumper stickers. We got Raider Reaction buttons. We got gigantic Raider Reaction logo stickers to rock on your ride. We got the small logo stickers. Of course, everybody's got to get a fuck everything and become a pirate sticker. So we've got all kinds of stuff up there, plus all of our t-shirts. So check it out. Got the Raider Reaction t-shirt with the Raider Reaction font on the front that says deep behind the enemy lines. And then of course we got the gray logo shirt with that logo on in the front. On the back it says, I am a Raiders fan deep behind the enemy line. So that way, no matter where the fuck you're at, whatever zip code you're rocking it in, they're going to be like, damn, when they see you coming, they're probably going to step out of your way and they ain't going to want to talk to you because they're a little intimidated. It's just the way. All right. So let's wrap this up here. Special little segment that I like to call the WTF. I've started to see it, and I've seen enough of it already. And it all starts with this phrase right here. I'm going to watch this season. But after this season, I'm done. Once they leave Oakland, I'm done. Really? Listen, if you're only watching this season, because this is the last season of them playing on California soil, it's the last season in Oakland, then I'm not going to be a fan anymore. I'm going to burn my shit. I'm going to be done with it all. I don't want no part of it. Then get the fuck off the train right now. Then you do not deserve to enjoy any bit of this season whatsoever. Whatsoever. Just get off the Raider train now. Don't wait till next season. Because you know why? Because that's the same team next season. So if you're gonna shit on that team next season, you're just shitting on them now. You're telling me you're gonna back Derek Carr and everybody this year, but then you're gonna shit on Derek Carr next year and you want nothing to do with him, you'll burn his jersey, you won't back the kid no more? Are you serious? Then just get the fuck off. Just get the fuck off. Get off the Raider train now. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? Being a Raider fan is for life. Man, Billy, you just can't get over that, man. I just ain't got... You're looking at the Niners fan base, not the team. I don't hate that team as much as I hate the other teams. I hate their fan base, but not the team. You know, the Niners have never kept us from winning things. Ever. You just don't like them because they're close proximity. Now, speaking of fan bases, tomorrow night we have a special show. Special Ghost to the Post tomorrow night. This Prime is in the house, and we are going to rank, starting at number 32, all the way to number 1, the top NFL fan bases, 32 to 1. Who we think the best fan base is and who we think the worst fan base is. And we need you guys to help us. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night. We got a fully interactive show for you. We are going to rank the NFL fan bases all the way to number 1. Tomorrow night's Goes to the Post, Prime and the Commish. Thank you for joining us. As always, we appreciate each and every one of you. Without you guys, it would be nothing. All of you top fans, everybody that watched, you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Keep watching the page. Follow us on all of our social media outlets. And go join the dark side if you haven't. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow night. Back here. Again. Same Raider time. Same Raider channel. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.